Hello. In today's video, we're going to go over how to set up a database adapter in WebLogic. I'd like to start with the mention that there is a database adapter created for the Soa data source, which many people use when they're first experimenting with the Soa suite, since that comes with the training and several books use that as their schema. However, you have to be aware of the fact that the database adapter that is set up with the SOA data source here actually refers to the SOA dev, the dev SOA infrastructure schema. And I would think that you would not want to play with that particular schema, given the fact that it is the innards of the SOA suite and it does not point to the SOA demo schema, which is what everybody uses for the practices. So keep that in mind when you're first working with the EIS DB SOA demo in a database adapter, which it basically defaults to when you select the SOA demo database. Okay, I've got a database adapter here. I just wanted to demonstrate, for example, that when you choose HR, now let's copy this so that we have it in our, let me blank that out. Now this is what it automatically pops in there. And that actually refers to the dev SOA infrastructure, which you don't want to mess with. So you're going to have to make sure that when you choose this connection, you have the right name for it, and perhaps renaming it in the database navigator would be the way to go. And here you have this connection. And for the sake of consistency, I am going to name my HR database adapter to this value so that I don't have to change it every time. However, I'm going to have to figure out what to do about this one. And the fix might be as simple as when I set it up here, properties, to name it properly, and then it will hopefully automatically set up here so that I don't have to constantly change that, because I do sometimes forget to change this and then I get an error when I set it out there. So let's go into WebLogic. We're going to take a look at first my JDBC. I have two tabs here. One which is looking at the data sources, and you can see that I have SSFHR and SSF SOA demo. I often like to prefix my names so that I know, in fact, that I put them in there and not some other piece of software that is running on WebLogic, and that way I know I configured it, and I'm pretty sure that they did not. And here's the DB adapter. Go to outbound connection pools, and you can see that this is in fact there, but it is not. I won't go into it. I already talked about it. Okay, the GenD name. So I'm going to get it from here, and I'm going to call it this, and I like to copy and paste. Make sure that there's no white space. Okay, now what it asks for is a plan, a DB plan file, and I'm going to set mine up here. I'll show you in a second. In my SOA directory where I have my domain, I just set up this file here, or this directory here, and we'll just copy that in and click OK. Now we're still not done here. Let's go out to the deployment. It says that it was done, but there's two things we have to do. First, configuration, back out to the, here we are. Now we need to set up the X data source name, and not to confuse it with this, because that's what you would look like you would set it up for. But in my directions here, which I have copiously written down, it says not the data source field. XA data source field. So we're going to go over into our JDBC and copy and paste just make sure we got the right name here. Okay, so we are in the EIS database and not there but here. Now you just click in there and then you put this in, and if you press tab I believe it falls out, but if you press enter it saves. We're going to save this I'm just going to change pages to make sure that it's stuck. It looks like it has. Now, even though it said it was saved, we need to update the DB adapter, because it's really what it's going to do is it's going to create this file, and it only does it the first time that you do it. There's the file. We can just open it, I think, and it puts in the information. So it looks like it's good. It wouldn't hurt to go in and check again, just to make sure that everything's stuck. So you can see that that is in fact there. Transaction, connection pool, these are just things. But I think the main thing is that the excuse me, the property of the JDBC is there. Now, of course, when you deploy, that's going to be the ultimate test to see if the database adapter actually works. Okay, that should do it for this video. Have a good night.